Good afternoon. It is Monday. It is Monday, the 3rd of March, and I am coming off of celebrating my 2-year anniversary for sobriety. And I'm very excited about that. I'm very proud of myself. I've come a very long way. I went out to dinner with my daughter and her boyfriend and my granddaughter and a friend, and I had to thank my daughter again, and I cannot thank her enough. 2 years ago, a 21-year-old child had to stand over her mother and say, "I don't care if you hate me for the rest of your life, at least you'll be alive. I'm calling 911," because I had detoxed accidentally. And even though I wasn't alone the whole time, I was dying alone. My organs were shutting down. I was hospitalized for almost 5 weeks after that, 2 weeks of which I don't have any recollection of. It was almost stroke-like. I know I've mentioned that before. So the detoxing at home is not a good idea. I do not recommend it. I didn't do it intentionally, but I did it. I put my daughter in an impossible position, something I am very ashamed of and very grateful for. She's an incredible human being, and she saved my life. So I have to live with that, what I did to her. And I also have to live with my children being raised by an alcoholic for way too many years. And that's something that I'm dealing with as well. I'm also understanding that I do not have to put myself in a situation with any individual where in one conversation I hear, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but, and no offense, but. I don't need to subject myself to that person anymore. I wanted it to be kumbaya. I wanted everybody to walk away friends, but that is not in the cards. That's okay. I don't have to do it. I'm not doing it. It feels ucky, and I don't like it, and I'm not doing it. I don't need to. I don't have to. I walked away from that situation, and that's where I need to just keep walking. I have gone over my journals. I have realized, there are definitely some things that I need to heal from. I am having a hard time communicating with some personal relationships. I self-sabotage. I am very weird. I'm completely aware of that. I own all of my own shit. However, I also know that I am not making things up. I am not in every situation is not something where I'm misunderstanding or somebody's miscommunicating, or there's a reason that I feel unwanted, unloved. I'm not doing that either. Whether it's somebody who has to deal with their own traumas and I have to deal with my trauma, and maybe we need to deal with our traumas separately, but it's not something I want to do anymore. It doesn't feel good, and I don't like it. I feel like I'm being gaslit sometimes, and I don't need to be in those situations as well. So I need to be more aware of where I put myself and where I place my heart, and I need to know that it's okay that I feel a certain way, and that there's a reason. If the math ain't mathin', you know what I mean? The math ain't mathin'. It's not, I'm not making everything up. Anyway, I'm dealing with that, and I have a lot on my mind. And 2 years sobriety, I'm very proud of, I'm very excited about, but it's also not been easy. It's still not easy. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm moving in the right direction. I'm taking the right steps, and I'm going to be okay. If you're out there struggling with alcohol, do not detox on your own. Ask for help. Don't be embarrassed about it. It can happen to anybody. And I hope you have a fantastic afternoon.